Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Tonight we're going to be continuing with our playthrough of Judgment. See what else we can find out. Let's check in with the kitties first, though. We have, let's see, Ember top center. That has become her new favorite spot. It used to be that she liked to hang out over on the bottom right over there, but has since moved on from that. That camera is rapidly becoming less viable as far as locating a kitty. Let's see, we have Sky, top left. And then we have Sammy over there, left center. Let's see. Get some zoom in going here. Sammy snoozing away. Hey there, Sidey. Welcome back. Glad to have you. And I see Ethan has joined us too. Welcome aboard. We're just checking in with the kitties here real quick. Sky snoozing up there. And we've got Ember. Let's stick with Ember. She's easy to keep track of, and, you know, she's a little sweetheart. Yeah, we're going to continue our playthrough of Judgment. Let me check something here. Been trying to relax today. Haven't been getting fully recharged lately. But had some errands to run, and it's been super busy, which is why I didn't have the starting soon mode going for very long. But otherwise, it's been a good day. How about you, Sidey? Let's see here. This one. Then this one. That one. For those of you that haven't seen this, this is a kind of action-y detective game. Right now we are attempting to find evidence that what amounts to, well, that a Yakuza is not the one that committed some murder. And so far we're doing that by trespassing and violence. Okay, gotta remember what all the buttons do. So it should be interesting.
That'll do it.
I like how it keeps asking us to remember the shape of keys. Yep. There we go. You took a nap. 80 skill points. All right, let's see. We got everything from Murase there. This was the Yakuza of a faction, of the faction of the guy that was killed that the other Yakuza is accused of killing. And we broke into his building and pummeled him severely. And then we had a calm chat. It's our health. We can heal. A mainstay of the sort of Yakuza and Yakuza adjacent games is the need to eat all of the foods. Oh, my health didn't seem full on the menu. Huh. Bar looked to have some empty in it when I looked earlier. Maybe my eyes are going. Okay, that's block. Lock on. Bicycle. Do.
What a waste.
Now don't worry, these are all non-lethal battles. This detective kills no one. That guy just spilled his ketchup. Now he's all sleepy. Very sleepy. No gratuitous violence here, just friendly sparring. Do.
Hey, you find anything?
Sure did. Murase spilled the beans over at the Kyorei hideout. Place called KJ Art.
And you made it out of there in one piece? Incredible.
All in a day's work, Shintani-sensei. So,
You went to talk
according
to somebody.
Murase,
80 skill
the war was
points.
empty at midnight on the 3rd. That directly contradicts the prosecution's assertion that Hamura was beating Kume to death at the time.
Wow, that's a hell of a find. But is Murase gonna testify?
It's not that easy.
It never is.
Either way, Murase's telling the truth. I found something that backs his story up. This is a more. 3 hours after Hamura took Kume. Midnight. Take a good look at the edge of the screen. We don't see any of them go inside, so I thought nothing of it. But the stories match up. Murase and his guys went to a moor to take Kume back. And they left empty-handed.
Yeah, that was part of his story is, you could see they saw the camera at the entrance. They turned back. Murase said that they went in through the back.
Sounds like we need to talk to Captain Hamura. There are too many unanswered questions.
Agreed. I'll set up another visit.
Give me a call once you do.
Yagami-san, you spoke to Mafio, yes?
Huh? Yeah, why do you ask?
She seemed happy. It had been a while since she last saw you.
Oh, cool?
But she looked sad, too.
Sad? Wonder why.
As do I. See you later.
It is a ex-coworker. He used to be a lawyer, then one of the people that he successfully defended in a trial, an accused serial killer. Bounce off the elevator door a couple times there. Supposedly ended up stabbing his girlfriend and burning the place down, which kind of shook him to his core, and now he is acting as sort of a kind of the most mercenary sort of PIs that you think of. And that's why he has all those contacts at this this law office here. Where we go? Where we go? Wait for Shintani to call. Okay. That's right, casemate. He was shooketh. Perhaps even stirred.
You don't give up, do you?
Do.
And stay down.
Just keep walking. Nothing happened. Apparently, if you linger or if the fight goes too long, the police will show up. Haven't tested that. Exactly, casemate. You shaketh, then you must not stirreth.
Must we? What a waste.
She'll slowly remember the buttons. Skill book. Interesting. What else we got here? Cancel could be useful. The EX attacks are just hilarious. See, this would definitely kill a man moves, you know? Blame shifter. Oh, that seems useful. Well, we discovered last time we played that if a fight goes into a shop, it keeps happening. When you light up a cigarette in a smoking area, it's less that your fighting strength is charged by smoking as much as by social awareness. Amplify pummeling. Do I know what some of these do? No. Am I taking them anyway? Yes. I don't know what a thumb turn bypass is, but we're going to be good at it.
Hey, Hammer is ready for us. Take a cab over to the Kamurocho police station.
Will do. Thanks.
That does seem to be the impression you get, is it's as much about looking cool as it is about the fighting.
You don't give up, do you?
That went better. Detective business. Out of my way. Ow. Who would have thought sprinting at full speed down a street would be dangerous?
When the fuck am I getting out of here, Talk?
Don't ask me. Shintani-sensei's your lawyer, remember?
Hamura-san, I've got something to show you. December 3rd, 11:55 p.m. A Kyorei man by the name of Murase comes to a moor to rescue Kume. Not wanting to be seen by the cameras, he goes in through the back.
And?
Murase said there wasn't a soul in sight.
Well, yeah, I'd already hopped over to the sauna.
And what did you do with Kume?
I already told you I threw him out the back.
And before that?
Huh?
Around 10 o'clock, you kicked everyone else out so you could be alone with Kume. I have testimony to back that up. Why'd you do it, though?
What can I say? I guess Kume reminded me of an old friend. I must have been feeling nostalgic. Who knows, though?
Just the feel on his knuckles. That was the reminder. That's what really said, oh, that was like Steve. I remember beating Steve near to death. Good times. He's suddenly getting evasive. Even pulled the I was too drunk to remember card.
That's so. Did you need to kick everyone out just for that?
I told you I was drunk. Who knows what I was thinking?
Well, you seem to remember other parts clearly, though. Like when you left the club.
What are you getting at?
For a so-called innocent man with an alibi, your story has an awful lot of holes.
Oh, yeah?
You wouldn't hide something from us, would you?
Of course not.
Something like the true killer's identity?
I said I'm not hiding shit! Now get the hell out there and prove my alibi! I was at the sauna all night long. Prove that and I'm in the clear!
I need to have a backup plan in case your alibi doesn't pan out. But I can't help you if you're gonna hide things from your lawyer. You're suspected of abducting a rival clan member, gouging his eyes out and dumping him in an alleyway. They'll lock you up and toss the key if we can't win this. Has that thought even crossed your mind? Or are all Yakuza just that fearless in the face of a life sentence?
Fear has nothing to do with it. But like hell am I gonna beg you to save me.
Then who would you beg?
None of your business.
It's only a matter of time, Hamura. I'll figure out what you're hiding.
Hey, Yagami.
It's the same thing that has that whole, proving friendship
sounds like
through
you've been
combat
busy.
kind of thing.
Had a little chat with Hamura. Wasn't real productive.
Like a
Figures.
form of communication.
He's keeping something from us. There might be more to this case than we thought.
So what? You telling me we hit a dead end?
More or less. I need more to work with.
Specifically,
Like what Hamura and Kume did after leaving Amur. Eyewitness testimony. We don't have time to scour the city for leads, though.
hey, how much money you got?
How much you need?
You'll need 30K or so. I've got this friend, a local detective on the force. He'll tell you anything for the right price.
Anything?
Anything.
Sounds
Guy's an
totally above
informant.
board.
You want the dirt only cops have access to. He's the guy you hit up.
So you're saying he's a dirty cop?
Ex-Yakuza for you. Underground police info. Sounds useful.
Name's Ayabe. He's a regular over at Tender.
Really?
Yeah. Surprised you never run into him there. It's where everyone goes to meet him. Try asking your pal Masuda.
Do. Wow. We may be required to use this. It speaks to me. We pummeled a bunch of passerby, and then we talked to the Yakuza that we're trying to prove an alibi for at the police station. The evidence that we have so far, Ethan, is that it seems like the guy is hiding something from us. I know, casemate, right? It's even got the right coloration.
Out of the way.
Giant traffic cone.
Really, guys?
We're heading to the bar that we have been to previously.
Hey, you have a sec?
Of course. What do you need?
I'm looking for a detective, Ayabe. You know him?
Sure do. He hasn't been by in a few days, though. Why?
Damn. Guess I came at the wrong time.
I have to come back later. Sure hope this guy is worth the trouble. The police informant. The police detective who is an informant.
It's okay. I'll let him know you were looking for him. Why don't you have a drink or two in the meantime? First one's on me.
What's all this?
Just buttering you up. Remember when I mentioned someone who had a job for you?
Yeah? What of it?
Well, turns out they won't have one for you after all. Sorry. Apparently the client was trying to get back at some Yakuza who sucker punched him.
And he wanted me to do what?
Not sure. Doesn't matter now anyway.
Why, did he go all vigilante on him?
Not exactly. It sounds like the Yakuza ended up behind bars for killing a man and gouging his eyes out.
Huh? Wait a second.
Oh, this was
Captain
the
Hamura.
guy that tried to mug us for
Surprised?
donuts.
Though, now that you mention it, I remember something about a host getting smacked in the face that night.
Oh, no, that part.
Yep. Don't think he got hurt too bad, though. Pretty sure it happened right around midnight.
Anything else you can tell me?
Sorry, but that's all I've got. You'll have to ask the guy directly.
So we couldn't find any, like, eyewitness testimony that said that the guy, the Yakuza that were trying to help, was actually near the sauna during the time that he says he was. But somebody mentioned that a host was smacked by somebody or by a Yakuza at the time. And that apparently the bartender was approached that there might be a job for a detective job for our protagonist here that apparently involved finding that Yakuza, but that Yakuza was arrested for the murder, for this murder that we're investigating. So it's it seems like they're implying that it was the guy that we're working with. So if we can find the one that wanted this job, we might be able to use them to identify our client. The Yakuza who punched the host by the sauna was Hamura, then that might help establish his alibi that he went to Sauna Goten afterwards. Should ask the host.
Who is he?
Man by the name of Seiya. He's a host over at Club Stardust on Tenkaichi Street. That's where I'd look.
The text messages showed up before we could do it, but essentially we have what amounts to a Twitter scanner going at all times that lets us identify users and geolocation from all the surrounding messages. Seems like what they're going for, casemate. I can't possibly have killed the man because I was busy beating up this other guy. It's a much lesser charge, much more acceptable. People are much more lenient on, assault and battery as opposed to eye gouging and murder. Who'd have thought? Okay.
Hey, you have a sec?
Depends. What do you need?
I'm looking for someone who works here. Think I could talk to Seiya for a sec?
Seiya-san, huh? No can do. Not today.
Is he off today?
Not quite. He's out on a date with a customer.
Damn. He could be practically anywhere then.
Third day in a row, too. He's got it wrapped around his finger.
Yeah, that's great. Any idea when he'll be back?
No clue. I doubt he went far, but that's all I've got.
Alright, cool. Thanks anyway.
First the owner of Amor, and now this guy. Why can't people just stay at their clubs? Okay, I can find him the same way as before. It's worth a shot.
Yo, Tsukumo.
Oh, hey, Yagami-shi. What's up?
I need something. Think you can do another message search for me?
Sure, just hit me with the keywords you need.
Let's go with Stardust and Seiya. Oh, and let's limit the search history to just today.
You got it. Give me just a second here. It's working. I'll just push this.
Yep, casemate, it's people would believe that a Yakuza would assault somebody.
Want to narrow this down by? Oh, that did the trick.
Great. Should be easy to check these out myself. Thanks, Tsukumo.
I'm sure you'll find your pretty boy in no time.
As long as you don't fully collide with them, it doesn't slow you down.
Excuse me, ma'am?
What?
I'm looking for a host named Seiya. Works at Stardust.
Huh? What do you want with Seiya?
I need to ask him something. I heard he was on a date around here.
Did you say date? Who's the bitch he's cheating on me with?
Oh, you know what? Never mind. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's not fine. What the hell is going on?
Oh, look at the time. Gotta run.
We're gonna get this man killed at this rate. Question will be, will we get to see three people converge on this man with blood in their eyes?
Excuse me, ma'am?
What is it?
I'm looking for a host named Seiya. Works at Stardust.
Wait, you know Seiya-kun? Is he alright? We were gonna go on a date tonight, but he never showed. I'm kinda worried.
Uh-oh.
Huh? I'd heard he was on a date around here too, but I guess that means it wasn't with you. Better luck next time?
Wait, what? Seiya-kun's out with another girl?
Sounds like it.
Oh.
But don't take it too hard. I'm
He's
sure you'll
gonna
bounce back.
die.
Oh, thank goodness he's safe. I thought he'd gotten into an accident or something. I wonder if he's having fun on his date. As long as he's happy, I'm happy.
Doesn't look like Seiya's here. That sounded less like certainty that she was happy that he's happy, and more like she was telling herself that. We shall be the next to develop a vendetta against this fellow. Claustrophobic store. Oh, there she is.
I hope Seiya-kun gets here soon.
Wait a sec. You mean Seiya, that host from Stardust?
Who are you? Are you from the club?
No, sorry. I'm just looking for Seiya. I'd ask where he is, but it looks like you know as much as I do.
Hey.
How's your day been, casemate?
My Seiya-kun stood me up? I'm sure he's just taking his time getting ready. He'll be here any minute.
Uh-huh. How long have you been waiting anyway? I shouldn't have asked. Excuse me.
Oh, we're going to question him, and then he's going to be torn limb from limb.
Oh, Yagamishi. Did you manage to track down that host of yours?
Nope. Struck out on all 3 leads.
Huh. How about giving it another try?
Nah, I'm good. I'll figure out some other way.
Don't be such a sourpuss, Yagamishi. I bet there have been more posts since earlier.
Doubt that's gonna change much.
Feel that, casemate.
Sure, why
I feel
not?
that.
Let's see what you got.
Let's start with the same keywords from before. See that? A new hit. The landscape of social media changes every second. Apparently they posted it only a minute ago. If that's not a hot lead, I don't know what is.
All right, I'll check it out. Thanks for everything, Tsukumo.
Not a problem.
Onward. Whee. Ow, wall. Okay, useful. Just shoulder checked through a bunch of guys that could turn into a combat encounter. Yum.
Not a wise choice.
That was pretty cool.
And stay down.
Like the contextually he was downed in the middle of the street thing. Second time that they've emphasized that he's trying not to kill them. And the second time that I don't buy it one bit, given all of the combat that the way the combat is playing out.
Hey, Seiya, right? From Stardust?
Huh?
Sorry to butt in. You have a sec?
You'll have to excuse me, Mai-chan. I won't be long.
Hey, is everything okay?
Don't worry. It'll all be fine. Mind stepping outside, Yagami-san?
Wait. You know who I am?
I do. The owner over at Tender told me about you. Thought I'd ask you to do me a favor.
You want to get back at a Yakuza who hit you, yeah?
Yes. He said you might be able to manage something. A disgraced ex-lawyer who's not afraid to get his hands a little dirty. Sounds like you're pretty well known in Kamurocho.
So that's what people say about me?
One more thing. This is just a rumor, but I hear you'll do anything for your clients. You even got a murderer off the hook, right?
The reference to the case that had him quit being a lawyer.
No, it's all right. Anyway, you said Captain Hamura hit you?
That's right.
When?
The night of December 3rd. The day of the murder.
You're sure?
Yes.
Funny enough, I've been hired to look into Hamura's case. This story of yours could be key evidence.
That's so. Not sure I want to be the guy who sets him free.
I know you two have a history, but I need this. Please.
How could I say no to a celebrity like you? It's fine.
What time did you run into Hamura?
Might be able to prove the alibi
I think
now.
around midnight. Out in front of Kyushu #1 Star. Not the busiest place.
Kyushu #1 Star. Isn't that near Sana Goten?
Yeah, it is.
Mind telling me more? Why'd he hit you in the first place?
Wish I knew. The guy reeked of booze, though. I was just walking down the street when I noticed him coming towards me. He was like, mumbling to himself or something. Kinda scary shit. I tried to avoid him, but he just barreled towards me anyway.
And how many times did he hit you?
Just the once. Left a fucking nasty bruise, though. Knocked one of my fillings clean out, too.
A filling, huh? Did you go to the dentist?
Huh? Yeah, the next day.
Then you'll be in their records. That'll corroborate your testimony.
Ah, so that's what you were getting at.
Moving on. What did Hamura do after he hit you?
He stumbled away into a sauna. That Goten place you mentioned.
So just to recap, he hit you around 12, and then headed into Sana Goten.
Yes.
No guy at Sana Goten said that no one left the place until morning.
And as long as I can prove Hamura was here, we'll have our alibi.
Oh yeah, the cops mentioned something kinda similar.
And can I count on your testimony in court?
No problem. It'd be nice to have the great Yagami-san owe me a favor. Maybe Masuda could give me a few freebies too?
Sure. I'll ask him. Hey, one more thing. Did you see any security cameras around when you ran into Hamura? Video evidence would lock this up for me.
Couldn't say. I don't usually look for that stuff.
Right. Well, thanks anyway. I'll be in touch.
Of course.
Might be something we can look for if we go to that location. Down in front of Kyushu #1 Star. Best lead I've got right now. Let's hope they have a camera. Oh, hey. Managed to beat money out of those guys.
Hello?
Yo,
Negative. But I did track down someone who had a run-in with Hamura.
Yeah? Is it good news?
His alibi might be more airtight than we thought.
You're kidding me.
Just around midnight on the day of the crime, this guy Seiya got hit by Hamura, then saw him go to the sauna. It was apparently right by Kyushu #1 Star. If they have a security camera, it would have caught everything. I'm heading to check it out now.
Hold up. Isn't that near KJR? Those Kyorei guys won't be happy to see you.
If I was worried about getting seen, I'd never leave the office.
Fair enough. Later.
I mean, we pummeled pretty much their whole team, so I don't see why we're worried. Yum. Second, priorities.
Uh-huh.
Kitty cat. This way. This way. They're over this way. Really close by. There it is.
What the?
Kitty cat. Gameplay critical.
Suspicious.
There is a camera. Let's hope Hamura's on there.
Hey, you! I know you, boy.
Murase.
What
Oh, you healed up good, Murase.
Clear your schedule, because I'm gonna take my time with you. Boys! Get this fucker back to the office!
I really don't have time for this.
Yo, talk!
Kaito-san,
Stay the fuck out of this!
where are you?
Come on!
That was pretty sweet, man.
Hey, you want to try helping out?
Sure thing.
My turn! You two fuckers are going down now!
Oh, so you got an actual sword this time? Yep. Oh, the boy, that hurts a lot. Crazy ragdoll physics.
Let me go!
Well, he just wrecked that sword.
Rookie.
Oh, wasn't expecting the lunge. Do.
You're in it now.
Do. Ow, and such. Do. Slamming delicious healing down your down your gullet, you know?
Hey, come on!
Oh, now his sword breaks because it fell on the ground.
Please tell me.
When he was wailing it against concrete.
You did, right?
Think I did. Check out that camera. We're in the clear if the thing puts Hamura here at midnight.
And if it doesn't?
Let's try and stay optimistic.
Well, camera, you got good news for us or what?
This video shows everything you need to see. My client, Hamura-san, drunkenly attacked this passerby on the night of the murder. Then, after the altercation, that same passerby watched Hamura-san walk into Sauna Goten. Nobody came out of the building after that, until the train started in the morning, meaning the defendant was accounted for during the hours in question. The defense asserts that this video establishes a clear alibi, which can only be seen as proof of Hamura-san's innocence.
Shavedy head
that
guy
end,
is
I have a question for the prosecution.
some sort of
Did you
larval
have any
rival.
prior knowledge of this video before the trial began?
I assure you that we reviewed all the relevant footage from the sauna. And yet the defendant was nowhere to be found, counsel. At least so I was told.
Meaning, you never actually went to examine the site personally then. Would you say that's correct?
Yes. My associates took care of that. Nonetheless, the defense's video is far too blurry to clearly identify either participant. There's no way to tell whether the man in the footage was the defendant or just a random pedestrian.
Thank you very much. In that case, the defense would like to call a witness to the stand. Seiya-san, do you claim you're the person in this video? That someone assaulted you that night? Is that accurate?
Yes. It is.
Now tell us, this person who assaulted you, are they here in the courtroom?
Oh dear.
Witness? Is there a problem?
I must have been mistaken.
Oh, somebody got to him.
I am the one getting hit in the video. But as to who the other guy was, I can't say.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Recess, if you don't mind.
The witness is in clear distress.
What happened in there?
I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
But why? You were all ready to go this morning.
I got a phone call earlier.
Go on.
It said it was from my sister, but there was a strange man on the line. He said his name was Murase. Told me you know him, Yagami-san.
Murase? And he told you not to testify?
Yes. He said if I did, I'd never see my sister again.
Got it.
What are you doing, Yagami?
I mean, given the two consecutive beatings Murase has taken, I'm surprised he was able to articulate that, like, intelligibly.
I'm heading over there
He
now.
can't have much of a jaw left at this point.
The hell are you doing? We're in the middle of a trial here.
A trial doesn't mean shit if you can't protect your witness. Buy me as much time as you can. I'll get Seiya's sister back. I'm the one who dragged you into this. I'll be the one to drag you out. Promise.
By time, he says. He knows this is a court, right?
Just bluff. Press the witnesses wildly. Have them tell strange stories. Shout and point. Oh, conveniently, we're right nearby. Veer wildly around.
Yo, it's Kaito. I'm here. Where are you?
I'm right around the corner.
Place looks kind of deserted. Blinds down and everything. Are we sure this is where they got her?
They're from Kansai, remember? They can't have that many hideouts. Plus...
Plus what?
I bet there's a reason all the blinds are down. If anything, that makes it more suspicious.
I guess you've got a point. Anyways, I'll be up on the roof again. See you soon.
Textual movement triggers can be a little bit, wiggly.
Still can't get eyes on what's in there. Got any bright ideas?
Well, we can't just barge in. Who knows how many of them are in there? No way I'm getting away with a disguise now, either.
Then, I guess we gotta sneak in.
That's the only way.
I had a feeling. I've got a plan.
Yeah? Lay it on me.
First, I'll make a big scene out front. Then when they're distracted, you sneak in and get the girl.
That's your big plan?
Pretty good, huh?
Sure. How are you gonna do it?
You'll see soon enough. Just remember, both our asses are on the line here.
I won't forget.
So, the girl's in there, yeah? Let's go bring her home.
Right. I'll go look for a way in. Let you know when I find one.
Well, that'll get their attention.
What the fuck?
It's a suitable distraction.
Where's that asshole Murase? Name's Kaito, ex-Matsugane. Bring him out, or I'll burn this shit down! Oh yeah, go on! I dare you! Just stay right there, punk! Kota, this is your chance.
On it. Don't die, okay?
You really stuck around? You should have bailed when you had the chance. Oh, you're pretty fucked now. Dumbass! Who the fuck are you? I said I wanted Murase! You fucking scrubs ain't worth my time! Get Murase!
Well.
All right. Nice. Almost there. Got it.
A thumb turn bypass. Okay, it's bypassing the thumb turn lock. Then wire through the door's gap and turn the knob on the other side of the door to unlock it. If you don't have thin wire, you won't be able to do a thumb turn bypass.
Nice. Perfect.
Huh. Standard lockpick mechanic in a game. Do it right, or you might break the tool. Do.
Who the hell are you? You're not getting out of here alive! Okay.
Dazed.
Let go.
You. Where's the girl you took?
I don't know nothing, honest. I'm new here. They don't tell me shit.
Huh? Well, then you're useless to me. No way to go but up.
Don't worry. Non-lethal concussion. He'll be fine.
Almost there. Nice. Got it.
You gonna bump into this time?
Die! You're done for, bitch.
Okay, that doesn't work nearly as well as you'd hope. Lock-on is wonky. Do. Ace. Very hard on the HPs.
Almost there. Nice.
Anybody ever watch the Lockpicking Lawyer YouTube channel?
Almost there. Perfect.
Oi, Kura!
And stay down.
Oh, shit!
Now, tell me what I want to know, or else. Where's Marase?
Nope.
Hell if I know. Probably with the girl.
Yeah, probably. Where's the girl?
She's up in the reception room.
Got it. Appreciate the honesty. What's the code for the reception room?
Like I tell you.
I don't have time for your games. Understand? Now I'm gonna ask you again. What's the code to the reception room?
1370.
Well, that wasn't so hard. Thanks.
Now turn your back on him. We are in very bad shape.
That'll do it.
We stole this key the last time we were here.
Nice. Almost there.
Yeah, the general idea of turning of moving the pins with the lock under tension. It's still, you know, grossly simplified, but it's not the... I'm pleased that it's not the classic, you know, slowly rotate the little, the little hair clip kind of, you know, puzzle.
You're Seiya's sister, right? Don't worry. You're safe now.
Yagami! When the hell did you get here?
Let the girl go. Right now.
What do you mean, let her go? The girl can leave whenever she wants. We don't have her tied up or nothing.
I get it. It's all fine if you aren't keeping her captive, right? Just have to make her stay here until the trial's over. You really thought this one through. But that's not gonna work.
Huh?
Confinement is a crime whether or not your captive is tied up, idiots.
Shut your trap!
You know, false imprisonment will get you between 3 months and 7 years. Maybe even longer if you hurt the victim.
Guess she'll have to take a little dip in an acid bath then. No body, no crime.
Intimidation too? Tack on another year.
You piece of... Come on! Let's make sure this asshole never talks again!
How'd this go last time, guys? I'm just wondering. Ooh. Well, that was cool looking. Little better.
Come on.
Not so fast, Yagami.
Marase-san, hasn't this gone on long enough? You're only gonna make things worse for yourself. Hamura has an alibi. Someone else clearly killed Kume. There's no reason for you to keep Seiya from testifying.
But if Hamura
And you
didn't
are going
murder
to run out of
Kume, who
goons.
did?
I'm not sure, but Hamura might have an idea. He must have been working with the real murderer.
What?
That's right. Several facts point to Hamura's involvement.
The night of the crime, Kume went into Amor and just disappeared, right? He didn't contact you. Nobody saw him. He didn't even show up on any security footage. The way I see it, Kume never left Amor. In other words, Hamura must have handed him over to the real murderer. While Hamura was at the sauna making an alibi for himself, someone else was murdering Kume and gouging his eyes out.
It almost makes sense.
If Hamura ends up behind bars, I'll never be able to prove that theory.
So what? You want to let Hamura walk?
Better that than threaten a girl to stop someone from testifying. Besides, I thought you were above shit like this.
All right, just get out of here. You got guts for a detective.
Huh. Thanks.
It really seems like everyone in this building has been beaten within an inch of their life 3 times now.
Standing here today. I remember now. There's no doubt in my mind.
So, you retract your earlier statement?
Yes. My apologies.
Your Honor, clearly this witness has no credibility.
How does the defense respond?
I admit, the witness was shaken up before. But I believe that's a perfectly understandable response. This is his first time in court, after all. I have no doubts regarding his credibility.
This Stardust establishment. It's a host club, yes? How long have you been employed there?
About 2 years.
For that short a time frame, you seem to have an awful lot of trouble with your customers.
Huh? I'm not sure what you mean.
Several of them have approached you in hopes of marriage, have they not? They come spending huge sums of cash, so you act like you're ready to seal the deal. You say whatever it takes to make them happy in the moment, but your story changes once things start to get real. 5 women have filed reports with the Consumer Affairs Bureau, and those are just the ones who have stepped forward. Can we really trust the words of such a manipulative man? With these character traits in mind, I sincerely doubt the credibility of the witness's testimony. And if the witness is indeed lying, the defendant's alibi is invalid. That is all.
How does the defense respond?
I'd like to continue on the topic of credibility. Mind if I ask you a few questions, prosecutor?
Go ahead.
First, allow me to fast forward the security footage to just a few days after the crime. Oddly enough, we'll be looking at the exact day the prosecution filed their suit. Isn't that you, prosecutor?
Yes.
And in this footage, you're reenacting the altercation that took place between the defendant and our witness, yes?
What? No.
Well, that's strange. You stated earlier that you hadn't seen any footage from the camera near the sauna. But then, how would you be able to reenact things exactly as they went down?
Nice.
You also claimed you did not inspect the area yourself. But it seems that wasn't the truth. Why are you hiding the truth from us, prosecutor?
You're wrong.
Not hiding the truth, I'm just wildly obfuscating.
Clear.
It's completely different.
If you had denied that the defendant was the man who punched our witness. But instead, you claimed you hadn't seen the footage at all. If I had to guess, when you first saw the footage, you realized Hamura might have been the other man. At the very least, you couldn't rule out the possibility. So you lied, I would say.
That's not true.
Can we be sure that what you say is credible? You've already lied outright in a court of law. And
is he going to get a penalty? Will he lose 2 to 3 pips from his health bar?
Guilty. And that's you, prosecutor.
The night Kume got murdered, Hamura was holed up in Sauna Go 10 till morning. The footage from the security camera, Hamura's alibi, Seiya's testimony, it all lined up. With a story that airtight, there's no chance he could have killed Kume.
We find the defendant, Kyohei Hamura, innocent.
Confetti.
I will now
Yay.
clarify the reasoning behind this decision. Defendant, please be seated.
The judge was right. Hamura definitely didn't kill Kume. But he had to have been involved.
Hey folks, thinking of judgment so far.
Meanwhile, the real killer is still out there, hiding in the shadows of Kamurocho. Murdering Yakuza, gouging their eyes out, retreating into his den. So, I've given him a name.
Eye gougy. Somehow, the mole is lamer than that.
Done once he proves the defendant innocent.
I mean,
But me,
moles are not ambush
I'm
predators,
not a
sir.
lawyer. Not anymore. Meaning my search for the truth only ends when I say it does.
Moles are not known for blinding their
My office
victims.
might be small, but that doesn't mean I don't have a reputation to uphold. In other words, I'll do whatever it takes to bring Hamura and the mole down.
See, I'm reminded of, I think it was the other M, the first of the kind of action adventure Metroids, the brawly ones,
Gorgeous day.
where she calls like a villain the Deleter or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, I knew you'd show up here, Hattori. Listen, I'm not in the mood for your shit today.
But it's my journalistic duty to hear what you have to say. It's not personal, just trying to do my job, okay?
They have created an individual who seems to just have an aura of greasiness, you know?
A murderer walk. Helpless girl suffers the consequences.
You and I both know. You're the only reason the girl died. You just had to go and set that killer free, didn't you? And the good people who raised her still suffer for it. You can't be coming back now. What would her poor family have to say to that, huh, Yagami-san?
Hey there, parakeet.
No need to worry about that.
If you say so.
Parakeet joining us on Twitch.
See you around then.
How have you been, parakeet? Save.
The year is 2018.
Previously on Judgment.
Kamurocho is playing host to Kansai-based Yakuza, who've been turning up dead with their eyes gouged out. Lawyer-turned-detective Takayuki Yagami took on the case, proving the suspect's alibi. But he can't shake the feeling
It
that
does
the true
feel like a
culprit is out
previously on intro to a television program, doesn't it?
He gives this anonymous killer a name. Yagami calls him the Mole.
Ugh. Doesn't get any better every time I hear it.
Three bodies have turned up in Kamurocho, each of them missing both eyes. Everyone a Kyorei man. Kume's the most recent.
And the guy who killed them all was your mole, huh?
Yep. Got Kume hand-delivered to him by Hamura.
In other words, Hamura was cooperating with the mole. He might have been involved in all three cases.
But Hamura kept that hidden, and ended up getting off scot-free. In turn, making us look like fools. I'm not about to let him get away with this.
Agreed. We gotta go all out if we want to win. Too bad the pay sucks.
Don't hate, man.
I don't get it. Why would the captain want to protect the mole anyways?
The mole.
He could have gotten life in the slammer if things went south.
Hard to say with what we know now. First things first, we need to figure out who the mole is. That's why we're here, remember? The mole's first victim was found right in this very alley.
The mole.
Mm-hmm. Happened back in August. Kenkichi Mashiba, a Kyorei guy.
It's like he's trying to say it a lot to make it stick. Like he's trying to create a catchphrase.
Body got reported in the morning. Eyes gouged clean out of his skull.
Corpse was found pretty much the same way as Kume.
Where exactly did they find him? What sort of position was he in?
Not sure. Cops don't really publish those kinds of details.
Well, guess we'll have to do one better then.
Hold up a sec. The cops already did their whole song and dance searching for the mole.
The
they
mole.
couldn't turn up a damn thing. Why do you think we can do any better?
Don't worry, we got this.
Oh, it's that easy, huh?
Yes.
If anyone's gonna know about the mole, it's Hamura.
The mole.
And who has better access to him than anyone else? We do. Right?
Guess you got a point.
We'll need to get our hands on some more info first, though. The quickest way to find the truth is through good old-fashioned legwork.
I can do old-fashioned. Anyways, the next victim was in, October. Found in an alley off Tenkaichi Street. Shall we head over?
I'm actually gonna head over alone if you don't mind. Think you can get in touch with that informant in the meantime?
Huh? Why I obey?
Going to use Kaito's connections to a dirty cop. Now's the time.
Didn't you say something about him selling police info?
Yep, I can ask.
Thanks.
Like how we keep meeting near the hideout of the goons that we keep getting in fights with. Buy some cheap convenience store food in case I get stabbed repeatedly again. I can run some cold ramen noodles all over my flesh wounds. Would you like to learn about our music fair today? Why not? What's all this about? Is it any different than the spiel from the other guy in a similar franchise? Every 700 yen, no, it's identical. You will earn 1 point. To get 10 points, we'll present you with a shiny new record. Top of that, each branch carries a different record, so be sure to check us out all over Kamurocho. Hoppin'. Alright, let's see here. It's not really a lot of concern as far as the it being more or less expensive so far. Just a matter of having them available, you know. That ought to do. Well, came out to be a nice round number. Wonder. Can I? No. Invisible wall. Like I leaned into the impact. Yum. Our health was good. Jungle Boy. Tenkaichi Alley. This is where the mole's second victim was found. If I recall, the body was found in the garbage dump, so around here. First things first, is there a kitty? Yes, there is a kitty. There is kitty. It's a dumpster. That if the body had been found here, I would have heard about it by now. Probably safe to say it wasn't in the trash. Kitty. Oh, I agree, kitty cats are OP. I get the impression that the sewers are going to be relevant because in both cases, nearby the restaurant, near this murder scene, we have sewer access. And we did, when going through the tunnels, we found a sort of, like, impromptu surgery clinic. Take out the This is where they take out the garbage, right? The corpse must have been lying around here. Case happened months ago, though, so I don't suppose there are any traces of the body left. I should take a closer look.
Hey.
An exquisite screw. Totally unrelated to the case. No more signs of the murder. Doesn't seem like there's anything left to find. Well, that was fruitful. Really not much I can do without the police reports.
Stop right there!
A member of the kind of burglary gang that's been running around, parkouring around dramatically. Just so. I feel like that didn't actually accomplish anything. Like, you slowed down and knocked those crates over. It feels like less that you wanted to slow the police down and more that you had it in for those crates.
What? Get back here!
Pursuit scene.
Stop! Wait, wrong guy. Okay, let's go. Hold up. Over here.
Yep. I can pilot.
Hold up. Better move it.
Running.
Whoa, almost, man. That all you got? Hold up.
In hot, slowly scooting pursuit. Oof.
Better move it. You won't get away.
Flubbing a lot of these, but it's still dramatic. Oof. My ribs.
You're not getting any thanks for that.
Here, you earned this back.
I own it.
Look, it wasn't a perfect plan, but it worked out in the end, didn't it? So thanks.
Is that what you call that? And I don't want your thanks, asshole.
Okay. See ya.
And that's the Kamurocho burglary ring. No wonder the cops can't catch him.
Got cut off, but you all good? Got in touch with Ayabe. Scraping up what he can on the mole thing. Just sit tight till we hear back. Cool? I'm exhausted. Maybe we should go check in with Genda-sensei.
Nah.
I mean to scare you, but I need help. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Stomach, it's killing me all of a sudden. Should I call an ambulance? No, don't do that. I don't have that kind of money. Let's go get Moroboshi-sensei. He's some kind of doctor? Should be underground in the sewers. You can get there through a manhole in the children's park. Alright. I won't question that in any way. He'll understand if you tell him Kondo is asking for him. Please hurry. Would a doctor be hanging around in the sewers? So that's not what really matters here. I think it is. Suddenly came falling down. Thank God no one got hurt. Hey, consistency. What? But why not? Clearly that road's not safe to walk near. Amu light tasty. Del Green. Tokyo Potpourri. Potpourri. Hey, buddy.
Excuse me.
Are you Moroboshi? I am, and who might you be? Doesn't ring a bell. What do you want? The condor has left the nest. Your homeboy's calling you. You're calling you. There's this homeless guy. Goes by Kondo. You know him? He was asking for your help. What? Kondo-san was? Yeah, he said his stomach was killing him. Oh. We got a stretch into flip there. What you been up to lately, Parakeet? Away he goes. Thanks a million, Doc. You too, my guy.
What?
Did you eat something strange again? Let me think. Well, I did some dumpster diving at Pink Street yesterday. I knew I tasted something fishy. For crying out loud. It's like Kondo-san's done it again. Laugh track. Yes? Sorry for your trouble. This guy's always eating trash and messing up his stomach.
Excuse me.
No worries, but I've got to ask. Are you actually a doctor? Yeah, or at least I was. That's all in the past. Moriboshi sensei used to be a doctor at this huge medical university. But he's been down in the dumps since he lost his chance to become a professor. So he started helping us out instead. You talk too much. As for you, here's something for your trouble. I know it isn't much. Medkit. That will replace the ones that we've had to use up somewhat. You now get treated by Moriboshi and buy medical kits from him. Useful. It's relevant because medkits can clear some of the lethal damage that we've been taking. Things like swords and knives and guns can do killing damage to you. You know, not like baseball bats, which can't kill you. They can just knock you out. Only pointy, cutty, shooty things can actually kill a person. It's just the way it is. Thanks for helping out. See you around. Now we speak with Genda.
Out of the way.
And stay down.
Oh, that guy made life choices. I have to fire up the stream element spots again.
Well, look what the
Give
cat dragged
give
in.
people some ways to
Afternoon.
set
Did I
status.
keep you
and
waiting
what
or
have
something?
You know?
No. We were just talking about you, actually.
Do you have a minute, Yagami-san?
Of course. Especially if you've got a job for me.
You're always so eager to work. A great fighter, too. You ever take lessons?
I did back when I was a kid, yeah. The rest has been more of a learn-by-doing thing. I like to think of it as Kamurocho style.
Because you trained yourself on the streets? Man, what a life. I bet you've got some crazy stories.
Yagami-san.
What's up?
Actually, I do have some work for you.
Yeah? What kind?
Here, take a look at what I've got.
Oh, hey. Side quests. Name is Toriko Taguchi. My husband has started going out frequently recently, and I want to know where he's going. It's hard to imagine that he's cheating on me, but could you investigate? Oh, lots of skill points and monies.
I'll send the details to your office. Put them up on your board or something.
Neat.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ari-san.
Yagami, you still sniffing around that Kume case?
Oh yeah, I never told Genda-sensei that I was still looking for the mole. It really does. It feels like it should be in, like, comic speech bubbles with, bold face.
Yeah? That's not a problem, is it?
Not a problem, per se. But the case is closed. I can't keep paying you to investigate.
Fine by me. It's a personal matter now.
Even so, you're convinced Hamura's covering for the killer, right? You know he'll be none too happy if he finds out you're still on the case.
He brought this on himself, if you ask me. Speaking of, have you seen him since the trial?
No, but he and Shintani keep in touch. They're practically drinking buddies these days.
Really?
Come on in, Hattori-san. Small, but it's home.
Oh, I know all about this place. Right, Yagami-san?
Oh, sorry. I forgot. Shintani had an interview today.
I mean, it depends on the kind of mole, Tass. There are some creepy-looking moles.
Just pretend Yagami isn't here, yeah? Wouldn't want your readers thinking he had a hand in getting Hamura's acquittal.
Oh, don't worry about that, Shintani-sensei. That courtroom was yours, and yours alone.
I should go. Looks like I'm the third wheel here.
Without a photo, Yagami-san? For as much as you did on the case? Let me just get one of you and Shintani-sensei, huh?
Tea, sir?
What a treat. That would be great, Shirosaki-sensei.
Sometimes when you see her, you imagine that there's going to be that horrible bone-popping sound and she's going to be, like, teleporting around, you know? Go here.
You asked for it. What a waste.
So I do feel like the, Sadako or whatever your comparable ring spirit is made that much more interesting if it has a massive sweet tooth and the ability to inhale a box full of jelly donuts. You've got to give that kind of personal, down-to-earth touch to your horrible murdering phantoms.
This again?
Hey, properties with deep, mysterious wells are not cheap. Let's see. I'm not sure what you saw last, Ethan. We got the mobster acquitted. And now we're investigating the killer. The actual killer. Who has been deemed the mole. Hey, buddy.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello. Are you here about the job? Are you here about the job, ma'am? Yes, I'm Noriko Taguchi. You came highly recommended by Genda-sensei. I'm Yagami. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Here, I'll get the door. So yeah, I'm a private investigator. You wanted me to investigate if your husband is cheating on you or not, correct? Yes, I'm afraid that's right. I can't shake the feeling that he might be, but I need someone to find out for sure. The darkest place. Very well. Can you tell me the whole story? Yes, you see, my husband and I own a cafe on Taihei Boulevard called Heavy Coffee. Heavy Coffee. Is that like they sell like very bulk bags of coffee beans or like pre-ground coffee? Or is it that somehow they've managed to make the beverage heavy? Is it served in like gigantic mugs, or perhaps mugs made of something very heavy? Or is it something about that they use like a water substitute that makes it bulky or thick? Maybe it's, more like a coffee shake. Add some mass to it, some density. Make it heavy. What I'm saying is that the name raises more questions. We've managed it together ever since it opened, in fact. My husband is a good man, but he always kept to himself. We've been married 40 years, and I can hardly remember any real fights, let alone infidelity. Sounds like you two have a great marriage. I would usually agree, but lately he's been leaving the cafe early. I mean, there's always been slow days where he would leave to hit the pachinko slots or go to a movie. But lately this has become an almost everyday occurrence. And what leads you to believe he's cheating on you? Perhaps he's simply found a new hobby, for instance. It's fairly common at your age, isn't it? So I thought that might be the case at first, too. But one day I stopped in at the pachinko parlor he said he'd be at, and I didn't see him anywhere. And you're sure you were at the right place? Welcome back, Sidey. City has quite a few pachinko parlors. If it had only been once, I might not be so sure. But I assure you, I've been thorough. I've checked in several times now. I've never found him there once. I see. It sounds like you've done your homework then. Sorry for giving you the third degree there. Yagami-san, I'd like you to investigate where my husband goes when he leaves the shop. And if he is cheating, can you tell me who he's meeting? You really want the gory details? Yes. I want to know what kind of woman he would cheat on me with. I can do that, but I have to say, sometimes you're better off not knowing. You're sure? Yes, I'm sure. I put 80,000 yen on my request. Is that sufficient? Of course, I'll take the case. Thank you. Like I said, he leaves the cafe early almost every day now. He even told me that he's been wanting to see a new movie that just came out. Right, that should make it simple enough to tail him when he leaves. Please do. The lady's shop is called Heavy Coffee, and it's on Taihei Boulevard. Yes, I'll check it out. Get anything fun? Oh, there we go. Trying to maximize cat coverage here. Nice. This is optimal. We have so many more cats. Will we have more space? Oh, well, speaking of cats. There we go. Doo-doo. Sammy. Sky. Let's give Sky some camera time today. We gonna get to do the tailing mini game again?
You asked for it.
Take that, Hamaguchi.
Really, guys?
Baseball bat is no match for my traffic cone. Yeah, skill points, skill points. Round. Blasting kick. These are all... Several of these are, playground banner. Several of these are part of combos. Interesting. Rate of attack. Okay. Adding some more for context attacks. We took a hit there. Be full large.
Good stuff. Back to it.
Hey, that was delicious. I've noticed you here a couple of times. Yeah, I try to swing by every so often. I'm... How you shoot... Could be like shoe. It's you. In Korean, that's kind of a sh sound. Call him how you. Got yourself a name? Call me Yagami. Yagami-san, huh? Okay, so I'm new here in Japan. You just arrived or something? Actually, I've been here for a while now, but it's still all new to me. That makes sense. It does take time to adjust, especially when you're right in the heart of downtown. Got that right. Never thought I'd end up in Kamurocho, of all places. I started off listening to Japanese music. I'd look up words I didn't know and study them as much as I could. Next thing I knew, I ended up here, mastering the language that moved my heart. But I still have a long road ahead of me. I think you're doing just fine. Take one step at a time, and I'm sure you'll be all right. I'm gonna go with, like, Shu. Good luck, Shu. Thank you very much. Please come again. Wild Jackson. Heavy coffee. This is heavy coffee. Must be my client's husband. I make that assumption because he is old. And not just a potential patron of the location. Follow that man. Being inconspicuous, folks. And he's just standing in the middle of the street. Perfectly subtle. I saw something. I thought I saw somebody following me, but then the person who was nearby vanished behind a placard. So, everything is fine now. Tailing a guy that is suspected of cheating on his wife. We're being extra sneaky, too. A woman. Not looking positive. Caked in makeup, though. Must be really trying to hide her age. The red brick again, maybe? That works. They're moving. Red brick, huh? It's got to be the Red Brick Hotel. Alright, I'm going to need a photo as proof. Where's the best spot to catch them entering the hotel? Here? Or here? No, maybe here. Follow them and get into a position that'll give me a clean shot. In a photo mission, your goal is to investigate certain incidents and capture the decisive moment on camera. Take a picture that ticks off all the checkboxes on the right side of the screen. Be careful if you take a picture without satisfying all the conditions, it will result in a game over. Therefore, check your surroundings and look for the best possible camera angle that allows you to take a picture that satisfies all the criteria. Note that you won't be able to take a picture until you fulfill at least one condition. Get the best shot to gain a bonus on top of ticking off all the checkboxes. If you capture a photo that perfectly meets the client's demands, you gain some SP as a bonus. Consider the contents carefully and capture the best picture. I feel like we saw that tutorial earlier. Oh, no.
Shit, I blew it.
Whoopsie-doo. Well, let's see what happens if you fail. Oh, full game over. Okay. But where does it reconnect us? Okay, not bad. So we need to be able to catch her, him, the sign, and when they enter. Walked in front of them for a moment there. That should be good enough. The husband's face isn't in focus, but it's clearly solid evidence. And figure out who he's seeing. So I'll wait till they come out. Finally, not bad for your age, you two. Looks like they're splitting up here. Time to follow the woman. Necklace. Hair and bun. Orangey yellow. Make sure I have some grasp of what she looks like, since in the first example of this, they had you have to identify the person. That's normal human behavior happening right there. That's something that real people do. Interesting, you can hide inside of buildings too. Seems like it, Tass. Like, that surface wouldn't be, like, at all practical during this. At least this particular one, you know? Wild fried chicken. Free range. We're back at heavy coffee. Aw. Could it be? Guess it doesn't matter. The picture should be enough for the client. Noriko-san? Yagami-san, have you found anything out? Yes, I'd like to go over my findings. Would you mind stopping by the office? Of course, I'll be right there. See you soon, then. Right, I'll meet her back at the office, where we will obtain monies in exchange for services rendered. Based on this evidence, I think it's safe to say with almost full certainty that your husband is cheating. I'm sorry. I see. I'm sorry, was there more, Yagami-san? Yes, regarding the woman your husband was seeing. Does she look familiar? That's... Am I correct in assuming she's the owner of Kashu Zoku, the bar above Heavy Coffee? Yes, you're absolutely right. We've met a few times, actually. I had no idea he was seeing someone so close. I'm a fool to have not seen it earlier. Don't blame yourself. In a trusting relationship, you aren't really looking for those kinds of signs. Like I said, sometimes these kind of details are best left undiscovered. But your husband is seeing your neighbor, that much is true. And now the truth is a weapon in your hand. Just be careful about how you wield it, okay? Thank you, Yagami-san. I'm actually relieved to know it. I think I'll file for divorce. I see. I'm glad, though. I'm glad to know rather than spend the rest of my life as an ignorant clod. Thank you for being so thorough. Just doing my job. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to get in touch. Ha! No, thank you. I don't I don't need to feel what I'm feeling now ever again. This one ended up right where it started. Sometimes it really is darker under the lamppost. Darkest. You can now accept requests from Yagami Detective Agency in Genda Law Office. Check out the bulletin board. Neat. The various requests that Yagami handles are referred to as side cases. Side cases can be accepted at the Yagami Detective Agency bartender and the Genda Law Office. Yagami Detective Agency, go up to your bulletin board. Bartender, talk to Joe Masuda. Genda Law Office, talk to Sayori Shirosaki. Additionally, there are many times when you encounter someone in the street with a side case, and will open up from there. Once you complete a side case, you can obtain money, SP, and items. The amount of side cases Yagami can tackle increases as his reputation grows. You can raise Yagami's reputation by deepening his friendship with locals. Note that some clients will only show up to become your friends after you solve their requests. You can now play Outrun in your office. Kitties. Are there other surfaces? It didn't seem like there were a lot of surfaces. Bulletin board. Where are the jobs looking? Where'd my jacket go? Yeah, it's casemate. He did seem impressed with the passage of time at the hotel. There's a panty thief on the loose. Not even the police can get this guy, so I'm asking you. He stole my sister's panties, and now he has her in his sights. I'm worried about what'll happen next. I'll wait at M Side Cafe with my sister. I'm the pretty boy with black short hair. Lol. My sister looks like me, but with longer hair. Well, I already don't like him. Sent a request to a professional, and you ended a sentence with lol. Well, hello there.
Kim-san.
Oh, Yagami-san!
You look kind of rattled, man.
Don't try to get away, bitch!
Crap. They are here! Sorry, got to run!
He sounds like the adoptive father in Kung Fu Panda.
Not if we can help it.
Who the hell are you?
Finally caught him, huh? Good work. Kasai-san. Just drop it already, you guys! I will never give her to you! Come on, man! It's damn disgraceful making a babe like her work at a yakiniku joint! That has nothing to do with you! Listen, Kim-san, you might not know this being a foreigner and all, but we got a saying here. A hot girl is a terrible thing to waste. What?
Yeah, that's not exactly how it goes.
Yeah?
All this over a girl, huh? Doesn't reflect too well on you. Though in this case, it looks like that reflection's actually kinda accurate.
Mind your fucking business! Who do you think you are?
A friend of Kim's. Someone who's not gonna just stand by and let you beat him to a pulp.
Yagami-san!
Guy in the background like,
You were asking for it. Picking a fight with the Kenta Kasai of the Keihin gang. Let's see how smart you really are, Mr. Know-It-All.
Okie dokie. Oof. Man, that kick.
Come and get it. You'll regret this. Bring it.
Motorcycle. It's going well until he kicked a motorcycle across the alley at me.
He's tougher than he looks.
Know-It-All, son of a bitch.
Now get lost, and I better not catch you near Kim-san again.
I'm not going down that quiet. You're gonna regret making an enemy out of the Keihin. And don't come back!
That's what you say when you win, dumbass.
Nobody asked you!
You okay, Kim-san?
Yeah. Thanks for the help, Yagami-san. We should probably get out of here before they come back.
Yeah, good call.
They might actually bring someone dangerous this time.
I'm so sorry about this, Yagami-san. Yeah, I never meant to drag you into my mess.
That guy mentioned the Keihin gang. What's their deal?
Oh, it's a group of thugs that have been running wild recently. They have the whole town in a tizzy. Not even the Yakuza know how to deal with them.
Huh. Must really be something then.
In a tizzy.
You got that right. They're a thorn in the city's side. One of the leaders, that punk Kasai, won't stop coming for one of my employees. Oh, I don't want to think about what he wants with her. Oh.
So you were just looking out for your worker.
But of course! I am her boss! But Yagami-san, you really should not have gotten involved. Now, they were out for your head, too.
Don't worry. I'll be just fine.
Well, okay. Well, now, I will be here if you need anything.
Dealing with the Keihin gang. Impudent Keihin gang members constantly prowl the streets in search of Yagami's whereabouts. You can choose to ignore these goons, but deciding to teach them a lesson will net you SP and items. So it's just a new type of enemy. Yeah, it's just a new type of enemy. Ow. Nothing from Kaito-san. What now? New minigame approaches. Headed towards the Millennium Tower. Better see what that's all about. Drone racing. The drone went down this way.
Huh?
Ouch. What gives? Oh, sorry. Are you alright? Are you hurt? I'm fine, I guess. What a relief. I guess my customization was all wrong. Put more of a focus on speed, or perhaps piloting. Because you stopped, angled down, and accelerated forward. What's he babbling about? I don't think speed is the point, man. You need to be careful when you're flying drones in a crowded city. You're right, sorry, this little guy goes pretty wild sometimes. It's not funny if you ask me. I say you're just a bad pilot. There we go. Can't argue with you there. Flying drones is pretty hard, you know?
Yeah.
I know, I have one myself. You do? That makes us rivals, then. Rivals? Yeah, you're probably on your way to register now, aren't you? Back it up. Register for what? How do you not know? The drone races, man. There's a race. The bird takes flight. Sure is. It's today. In fact, when my drone came to you, I was in the middle of a test flight. So I see, but is it even legal to fly that fast in the city? Of course it is for a race. You've got to go fast to win. It feels like you're just asserting that it should be. In fact, the sign up area is just ahead. Why don't you enter? Huh? Come on. Right over here. I'm sensing another tutorial screen about to leap into our faces. This is where you sign up. So you've got a pretty lively little community. Well, of course, casemate, we have to give the kitty drone a flight. Everyone's doing last-minute mods for the race. Customs, huh? Tweaking it for maximum speed is the only way you're gonna win. I know. Show me your drone. Okay. Oh. Doesn't even look like a pre-rendered scene. It should have the kitty on it. Could be a little rough, but I need to borrow your drone. Fine, but what are you planning on doing? Don't worry, this'll make up for crashing into you earlier. Just this once. A ratchet is the primary tool of drone modification. Good to go. What did you do? I modified it so it'd be faster. I don't see any I don't see any red paint, sir. We don't need faster, we need fasta. You did? I don't see a difference. I only modded the guts, but when you see it in the race, your jaw's gonna hit the floor. Really? Just make sure not to fly too fast outside the race, okay? They've been cracking down on us because of a few bad apples. You can't let a few bad apples spoil the bunch. I'll be careful. How does this guy who crash-landed right into my face give me a speed lecture? What's going on over there? That's the drone lab. Lab? Put it simply, they make drone parts. If you're ever struggling with a race, you can hit them up to improve your machine. The goal is to customize it yourself. You can obtain materials for drone parts as prizes for minigames or by finding them in the city. Some materials can only be found in places accessible by drone. Exactly, casemate. That's what we need. A kitty cat on top, red paint on the drone, and missile launchers. That will ensure victory. about does it for me. Next time we meet, it'll be on the racetrack. Never gave you my name, did I? It's Makihara. I'm Yagni. Nice to meet you. If you ever have any questions about drone racing, just let me know. Drone racing, huh? Well, it does sound fun.
Hello?
Yo, it's Kaito. Ayabe's ready for us. Says he might have some info on the mole.
Nice work, Kaito-san.
The mole.
We're meeting at that indoor fishing pond. Koi bride or some shit. You heard of it?
Indoor fishing pond? Can't say I have.
Neither had I till about 10 minutes ago. Anyway, it's over on Shichifuku Street. I'll meet you there.
Drone lab. It's the correct drone. It's a very simple ad campaign. I'm sure they paid a graphics designer way too much for it. Small screw. Boy bride.
Yo, welcome.
Yo, pull up a chair, Talk.
Looks like we can find random bits now.
Ayabe said he'd meet us here, but don't know what his deal is. This is pretty out of the way.
Maybe he's just trying to play it safe since we're new clients.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Ayabe's sure taking his time getting here. Should we ask that guy?
I wouldn't. Who knows if he's one of Ayabe's boys?
True, but...
Look, Ayabe's a dirty cop. The last thing he wants is his cover blown. We won't get a peep from him if that happens. Got it?
Sure.
Hmm? Hey, someone's coming.
Welcome. Pick a rod, I guess.
Yo, gotten any bites today?
Not even a nibble.
And you're scaring him off. Get lost.
Come on. Don't be like that. You're here for Ayabe, right?
Who's that?
Don't play dumb with me. It's not gonna end well for you.
You got it all wrong.
What, do you think you have me outclassed in the playing dumb game?
We ain't your boys. We look like the type to hang out with cops.
I mean, they do look like pros
Who
at
said
it.
anything about him being a cop?
Oh, well, oh, fuck.
So you do know him. I fucking
Oh,
called
well,
him.
I mean,
These assholes
we do
baited
have a
me.
resident ringer
one
on
was
the
all
playing
you.
dumb front, I
So
guess.
what do you want with Ayabe? Tell me, or else.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a
I'm
knife.
real scared.
Look, we don't want trouble. Just step off and we won't hurt you.
You got balls, don't you? I'm gonna serve them to you!
Oh, we won in the midst of, like... The game was very confused since I was in the middle of the knockdown stand-up process and the scene change.
Doesn't sound like they do.
All right. You boys are in.
We what?
Aibe-san's careful dealing with new people. He's selling police info after all. Gotta make sure his partners can keep a secret.
And these guys?
Working for Aibe-san.
Ayabe knows me, though. Doesn't he?
What's his turnover rate?
Kaito-san, yeah?
I mean, you'd expect that the wages have to be amazing if your job description is confront potential other customers and either fight them to the death or be beaten within an inch of your life by them.
Come take a look.
The benefits have got to be amazing. But I want to pick up the item.
What the?
You're looking at the entrance to Lamont, the best kept casino in all of Kamurocho.
Lamont?
French for lover. You know what they say. There's an amazing lover behind every coy bride.
Well, aren't you guys international?
Go down and have fun. Ayabe-san will be here soon.
You know, it's a quality establishment when its name is like a double meaning pun.
Got it.
Fancy. Also tacky, but fancy.
So the stupid pawn was just a front?
Wow.
Fine by me. Well, want to see what they've got to offer? May as well put those chips to use.
Man, can I play games I'm really bad at? This is the blackjack table. Will you be playing with us today? If you have room. Low rate games start at 10 chips a game.
Hit me.
Neat.
All right.
You obtained chip.
Playtime's over, Talk. Come on. Ayabe's waiting.
Demonstrate the minigame. Okay, plot continues.
Good to see you, Kaito-san. I take it
I see you're wearing the obligatory police detective jacket.
Yagami-sensei be more
Your
appropriate?
credentials check out.
Whatever works for you.
Sorry about that whole test thing. Name's Ayabe. Kamurocho Organized Crime Division.
Pleasure.
So, how you liking the casino? Pretty swanky, huh?
Why?
Swanky.
You the owner or something?
Not quite. I do my part to keep it hidden, though. Cut a deal with the Tojo, too. Barely pay a lick of protection money now. I guess I do practically run the place.
And you never invited me? I'm hurt.
Sorry, I can't give you the VIP treatment when all you buy is the dirt off my shoes.
Alright, let's cut to the chase, shall we?
You know those Kyorei murder cases? They're all managed by my boss. Guy named Kuroiwa. He's the one who brought your captain in. But, thanks to you, Hamura walked, and now Kuroiwa's got egg on his face. Felt good, let me tell you. I'm a fan of your work. So here, the first one's on the house.
You humiliated my coworker, and I enjoyed that. Here's a
We got
favor.
Kuroiwa to thank for this.
Now, I pulled together reports on all the cases so far. 3 in total, including the trial the other day. Not so fast. You're on the hook if this shit gets out.
Oh, pretty scary. And what happens if it does?
You're dead.
Figured as much.
Are you going to send more of your quality goons after us? It's Kamurocho for you. Shady as hell, but you get it. You can get anything you want.
Can you tell me more about this Kuroiwa guy?
He's the darling of the Camaro police station. Strong, popular, and always gets his mark. They've got him fast-tracked for promotion.
And you don't like him, why?
Guy's too damn perfect. Think it's any fun working with a perfectionist? Not to mention, he's a handsome devil.
Envy's what makes a man ugly, friend. Especially odd coming from a dirty cop.
I don't know. I think it's kind of refreshing.
Glad you see it my way, Yagami-san. Here, look at this asshole.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Handsome.
Right. He knows who you are, by the way. After all, you're the guy who got Hamura acquitted.
Fair enough.
Anyway, don't open that here, okay?
I'll keep it shut tight till I'm back in my office. That work?
I'm usually hanging around Tender. Swing by there if you need anything else.
Got it.
Glad that's over with. I'm gonna play a few hands while I'm here. You staying, or...?
I'll think about it.
Righto. See you around.
I wonder if this game has the same, I would say, flaw in it as the Like a Dragon game, Ted. Yakuza Like a Dragon. That some of the side games, like pachinko machines and whatnot, you actually had to buy DLC to use. I presume that they were modeled after, like, real pachinko machines. So maybe there was, like, a IP thing, you know? Not like it's a key selling point of the game, the option of the pachinko, but it seemed like a strange sort of DLC. Yeah. Case file. Let's start a side mission. Because as is tradition, we have the option to not do the plot. Which means we should not do the plot. It's not that the plot is bad by any stretch, though. I've always wanted a degenerate mess of a girlfriend. Well, that's an aspiration. To each their own, I suppose. Smoking. It's out front somewhere. Up in there. No. Sadly, the little tracking beacon only got us near this place. Alright. Seems like it's past the smoking lounge and then on the right. Maybe here?
Excuse me.
There we go. You must be Saotome-san. I'm Yagami, the detective you were asking about. It's a pleasure to meet you, Yagami-san. And yes, I'm Yosuke Saotome. Oh, this is my sister, Tsukino.
Thanks so much, Yagami-san.
That was a really weird camera angle and delay. They're twins or something. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. Maybe they're talking about like the lower, like the jaw, the mouth and jaw were very similar. We get down to business. What can I help you with? I guess it's similar. For that, Yagami-san, I have a question. Have you ever heard of the Twisted Trio? No. Should I have? Well, yes. They're a gang of perverts who have been terrorizing Kamurocho. Stealing underwear, public groping, peeping on unsuspecting couples. These guys are shameless. Oh, first I'm hearing about them. Now you know. They're three really bad guys, and they have names to prove it. Our problem is with the Panty Professor.
Huh?
The Panty Professor. Did I hear that right? I'm afraid so. His obsession with Windman's underwear is how he earned that one. Oh. I mean, I was going to assume that it was some sort of legitimate academic career followed by a tenured position that led him to be the Panty Professor. But clearly I was wrong. The Twisted Professor. Brings us to my request. A few days ago, my sister fell victim to this panty professor. I'm sorry to hear that. You have to bring this wretch to justice. Please, detective. I can't even relax in my own bedroom anymore. I mean, it's a very specific, pervy sort of supervillain, but you have to at least commend the capability. That there's the indication that he is able to just kind of swoop out of nowhere. I feel like there's substantial overlap in that sort of path. Need a little more info first. And I'm sorry if this is uncomfortable to discuss, but it's fine. But every time I hang my panties out to dry on the balcony, they get stolen. Okay, well, at least there's an explicable thing. It's not like he's some sort of undergarment cat burglar. Never fails, especially with my panties that have a certain style. Guy must be particular about his fetish. Have you managed to catch a glimpse of the culprit? Not exactly. He actually steals them with a drone. A drone. That's his MO. You could even say it's his calling card. I mean, generally not. It would be something that would be left on the scene after or before. As opposed to, you know, just the MO. That's how you came to suspect you were a victim of the panty professor himself. And have you gone to the police with this? Of course we have, but even with all their resources, they're struggling to tighten the noose on this guy. His drone is pretty fast, too. It sounds like we'll need to set up a trap to catch him. Then you plan on taking the case? I offered 50,000 yen for the job. That's fine, but you're a student, right? Can you afford that? Don't worry about me, but how will you catch him? I think we'll have to draw him out. With panties. That's a good plan, but then we need to know what his preferences are. I think we found one of the silly quests, you know? Cameraman, stop it. And no. She needs to spill it with the camera zoomed in on her, on, let's say, at best, below midsection. This is about to get awkward. It already is. If you want my help, you'll need to divulge what kind of panties you wear. Huh? It's how it has to be. Are they white? Black? Thongs?
Please.
He's right. The more details you can give me, the better our chances. You really need a lot of details, huh? You want to catch this guy, or do you want to catch him or not? You wouldn't ask unless he needed that information.
Please.
He's right. Trust me. This is purely professional.
There's a pattern, I guess.
And that is? Little ribbons. That should be enough. Thanks for your bravery. Could have gone worse. I'll find some panties just like that, and I'll set that trap. Panty Professor guy is really out there. That should lure him out. But even if it does, how would you catch him? That's why he uses the drone. The drone has to go somewhere. If I put a GPS tracker on the panties, I'll know exactly where they are. Pretty clever, actually. Looking forward to your results, Yagami-san. Thanks so much. Help us get this pervert off the streets.
Yep.
do what I can. Oh. There's an objective. Save. Alrighty, folks. Well, I hope everybody had a good night tonight. This is where we're going to stop. It has been interesting. I expect we're going to get a little better pacing as soon as they're done introducing systems to us, because a couple of these have veered off. But it seems like they're running out of things to say that are, you know, hey, this is how you do this sort of mission. We'll see. They did do the photo one twice. But in any event, again, I hope everybody had a good time watching tonight. We are going to be picking up with some Danganronpa tomorrow and Saturday. Double feature of that this week. Let's see. Yeah. I am looking forward to Danganronpa. That one is increasingly holding my interest right now. But this one still has a lot of potential. I can't say I'm thrilled with the combat. It has most of the problems of 3D fighting games without a good lock-on, and it has some of the problems of classic brawler games with hit point sponginess. But it is at least flashy, and the rest of the content is making up for it. So we're going to see more of this. But with all that said, folks, yeah, thank you for watching, and we're going to set up a, let me see if there is a merit to doing a raid here. Doop-a-doo. Okay, we are going to wrap up for the night then. Have a good evening, everyone.